Hey yo, what's up, let's keep it real, son.
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Yo, keep it real, son.
Growing up back in the day like 98, always depressed but time was great. Mom had a plate, dad had a check, put a check in the plate don't mean respect. And the check don't void my right to stress. Got a fucked up mind but life is blessed. Can't figure out why drinks got me. Smoking nicotine, feel like a fiend, can't seem to get clean, seem to get right. Lost my girl cause I drink every night. Life is like some cloudy dream, looking for the gap but I can't find the seam. Gotta break through, count the cash, but the bar tab got my account pre-dash. Over withdrawn, broke as fuck, but I still get drunk off credit card stuck. Living that rap free the mind, keeping it real with a piece of rhyme. Speak the mind, deep decline, drinking through the week time. Swing 'em out, liquor in my free time. Rewind, back in the day like 2K4. Summer was hot, had some fun. Sax mine, bought me a 4-0. Whoa, I'm out of control at 14 years old. Cause I felt at a place at the junior high campus. Did it for the expectation mode. Fuck y'all jocks, fuck y'all indie kids. Talking shit about the band on my shirt. I wanna be cool, but cool as a price. $100 jeans just ain't gon' work. Ankles hurt, take those shots. Never thought rap would be my perk. Used to kick it at the park alone, contemplating my own damn worth. Did a jump, no band, wagging pants, sagging like a G. People thought I was just a front when in fact I'm really just being me. Keeping it real was my thing. Keeping it real, don't follow no train. Keeping it real, not like the same. Keeping it real, yeah, sticking my claim. Keeping it real for my fan. Keeping it real all across the land. Keeping it real when I smoke this grand. Keeping it real with a pen in my hand. Word up.
Keep it real, son.
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Keeping it real when I roll. Keeping it real, trying to reach my goals. Keeping it real at my show. Keeping it real when I rock these flows. Keeping it real for my girl. Keeping it real when I rock this world. Keeping it real when I get up with the pen to the pavement. I make that beat so real. Keeping it real for my G's. Keeping it real for my bros. Keeping it real, yes I do believe. Keeping it real, how it goes. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real.
Keep it real, son.
Keeping it real when I bleed. Keeping it real, sometimes I lead. Keeping it real, how I be. Keeping it real, and I got no greed. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. When I met this girl, my game was tight. Had a crib, had a pad, no shame or strife. She had a good job, but a place herself. Had a black dog, let her faith to wealth. But faith to wealth don't equate to health. First date went well, but I paced myself. Next thing you know, she's meet your mom. 2 peas and I probably get the sex was bomb. The problem was, she ain't the one. Pretended that she was and I wasted some. She knew this too, but we invested deep. I contemplate us, but she rest asleep. Finally one day, she made the choice. I said, what's up? Her opinion voiced. That was it, and I was heading back home. First time in a minute that I felt alone. Had to reminisce about our first kiss. All the road trips and the taste of her lips. Erase that shit, relationship. Try to hit it back, but a patient slip. Seal that shit, try to move on. Hit her on the web, but she didn't respond. Drank that brew, thanking booze. Crank my tunes, ranking snooze. Didn't give a fuck about your own life. How the fuck did I think you could be my wife? But the fact is I too didn't give a fuck. Kept smoking 6, so I set you up. Catch 22, girl, I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, you right, but I'm not the bitch. See, you a cunt, yeah, you a front. I kept it real, didn't fake once. You the dance with the GPA 3.8, but the grade don't say how you think, what you do, how you eat, why you choose, where you sleep, what you like, what you buy, how we fight, how you fuck, when you come. You didn't understand what I laced with the drum, but that's alright, that's okay. It's not your fault, I should've known what to say. That's alright, that's okay. It's not your fault, I should've known what to say. You ain't the one, that's alright. Those times were fun, that's okay. And girl, hey, I'm keeping it real today.
Keep it real, son.
Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Keeping it real on my mix. Keeping it real for the 206. Keeping it real with my clique. Keeping it real, how to get the shit kicked. Keeping it real for my boss. Keeping it real so you know I don't flies. Keeping it real when I take that loss. Keeping it real, cause you don't need gloss. Keeping it real for my dad. Keeping it real when I hit that pad. Keeping it real for my mom. Keeping it real cause the track up bomb. Keeping it real for my brother. Keeping it real for my sister. Keeping it real for my cousin. Keeping it real so you know I kissed her. Keeping it real for my hood. Keeping it real so you know the shit's good. Keeping it real, yes you could. Keeping it real and I know you would. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real.